So if we had our favorite music, it's listening in right now as we're talking, and it's changing colors depending on the music. Hey everyone, Digital David here. Today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the Nanoleaf Lines, specifically their starter kit featuring 15 light lines. These are backlit modular lights from the photograph that you're seeing right there. They feature music visualizations and screen mirroring capabilities. You'll see front and center too, it's going to work with Apple HomeKit. Nanoleaf did send me this product, but any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this product or you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. Take a look at the retail box and packaging. We can learn more about the product right here on the side. Look at all the different software that this is going to be compatible with. That's truly amazing. Then you'll see from the back side, we have additional features right here expanded for us to learn more about our Nanoleaf lines. You'll see some additional information right there on the other side. Then it looks like we have maybe some customer service and contact information and some additional info for you right here on that side. And then here's a look at the other side. Now let's go ahead, let's open it up and see what's inside. Here are all the contents. First up, we have our product literature consisting of inspiration ideas. You'll see the music note there, that looks great. You'll see additional samples on the back with QR codes to learn more about your product. And if you want design help, tutorials, things like that. Next, we have our quick start guide, very detailed, walking us through what's in the box, everything we need to know with tips and tricks for installation, how to set everything up properly, and you'll see some technical and compliance information followed by their customer service info. Next, you'll see our sticky tape and mounting pads there, followed by our controller, power supply, and then you'll see we have a couple of different mounting clips for our lights, which you'll see right here. We do have 15 of them. They're all identical to each other. You'll see the light on the back side, and then what the front looks like. This one technically is different. It has a Nanoleaf sticker on it, but that's it. They're going to be identical. So take a look at that. Lets us know too, input 42 volt DC, 1 amp class 2, 42 watt max. If you're interested in those specs, and I'll show you the power supply if you want to see those specs up close too. QR codes right there for you as well. And then look at that unique connector on there. Now let's go ahead, let's get everything set up. All right, so I think I have the final design that I want right here. Now I'll show you how I went ahead and assembled everything. It is super simple and straightforward. These just snap in place. So just like that, you'll snap it right in. So that's all you have to do. As you build this out, you'll just take one piece at a time, snap it in, then you can add your next piece, snap it in, and then continue to build everything out like you see right here. Just make sure too that you use this piece for the controller wherever you want and snap those pieces in so then everything can be controlled and synced up right here. So that's the one special piece you're gonna wanna make sure that you use, and you'll have plenty of extra pieces as well too, depending on how you configure everything. Then obviously once it's gonna be installed too, then you can snap these caps in place. So for us, now it's time to clean everything down, get it ready for prep, then we'll stick our first piece on and build all this out again. All right, I have everything how I want it. The caps are in place. We've changed up the pattern a little bit. Now for installation, what I'm gonna do is I have everything flipped upside down. I'm gonna peel off all the sticky pads and I'm gonna adhere it all to the wall at the same time. So basically we'll just adhere it right here, let that stick, and then I will move and press everything else in place. So there we go. We have it set up. We got to peel off those sticky backs and press it to the wall. All right, there we go. We got it up. Let's plug it in and try it out. All right, so we have them installed and powered on. Look at how good everything looks here. We also have them set up within the Nanoleaf app. And if you're wondering, it's been a couple of days and they've adhered just fine to the concrete. Nothing's popped off or fallen off or anything like that. I can even speak to the shapes as well too. Same thing, I was nervous how they were gonna adhere to the concrete, but no issues at all. So I think the key for us was making sure everything was nice and clean. And they look so good. I love the light being diffused on the back of the concrete, the texture of the concrete, and just how good that glow looks and the diffusion of the lights. So we're looking at them now within the Nanoleaf app. Take a look. We currently have our rooms separated here. So for the basement, we have both of these together. We can enter into our product. We can turn it on or off right there. So we'll turn it back on. Again, very seamless controls. Once we're in there, we have multiple settings to go over. First, in the top right-hand corner, our device settings. So we can turn on an auto brightness if we want. So you'll see auto brightness is on. The mode, ambience, or functional. Pick and choose which one you want. Maximum and minimum brightness. Scene transitions, do you want to have that enabled or not? Backup and restore settings. We can learn more about our particular device right there, and we can delete it if needed. So just pick and choose how you want to configure everything there within the settings tab. Then you'll see currently what's playing right now is the kaleidoscope transition. And then we can adjust that brightness up or down. And then you'll see we have all of our different scenes. So all section, tab, playlist, and we can search. Let's go to all, where we can create a scene if we want, set up a basic paint or dynamic scene. Then we have magic scenes, so you could use, you know, keywords here. Let's have some fun. Let's try Michigan Wolverines. I'll say football. I'm not sure if it'll be smart enough or not. We'll see. Hey, not bad. So it's got the maze. We're not getting the blue, though. But we can try that again. So that would have been cool if it got our sports team right away, but you get the idea. You can pick and choose certain scenes there how you want. And then you'll see further down, right, beat drop. So if we had our favorite music, it's listening in right now as we're talking. And it's changing colors depending on the music. Cotton candy is going to be the same way. So we're making noise and talking. There we go. Cozy Blaze. Kind of got the fall Halloween vibes to it. Candle vibes. I like it. Daylight. You want to see the daylight there? Man, they look so good. Fiesta. Do you see how responsive it is too? Good vibes. Very vivid. Very rich. Love seeing that. Then we got hip hop. So if you have some hip hop music, you'll see how it's pulsing and changing a lot quicker depending on the tempo, right, of your song. Jalapeno heat. Brrr. All right. Kaleidoscope. That's my favorite. But look at all the different scenes we have. Again, anytime you see the music icon, it's going to be a music mode for you. Got a reading light even further down. If you want that nice glow, depending on if you have these maybe in your office or studio space. Starry sky. They have so many scenes here. And then just a nice warm white. And waterfall. Pretty cool. I like that. Let's go back to my favorite. Kaleidoscope right there. But you get the idea. Very easy to customize these lights however you see fit. Spending another minute on the app, I wanted to show you a couple more features. So back out here where we can choose our rooms, devices, all that. We have this little cloud icon there where we can discover popular and recent effects and scenes if we want to download those. Blinding lights, look at that, 4.7 million downloads, nightclub 3.9. So we can download and browse right here, which is really cool. And then you'll see next up, we have this little like navigation icon for resources. Essentials, lines, elements, shapes, canvas, you get the idea. So pick and choose the resource depending on your product. Layout assistant, again, look at this. Circadian rhythms if you want to learn more about that. Layered scenes, auto brightness, touch gestures, touch buttons. I mean, there's a lot of control options here, but I wanted to show you the different smart integrations. So here's Thread, Matter, Apple Home, Google Home, Amazon Alexa, Samsung SmartThings, and IFTTT. So all those settings, if you want to integrate and set those up, can be found right here within the app under the resources section. And then you can explore more products, beta program if you want access to, you know, the newest features and releases, you can do that right there. Then we got Nanoleaf Friends, powered by Nanoleaf, So there's just a lot you can do and unlock within the mobile app. Then we have our schedule section, and at the bottom we have our more section. We can learn more about our account, our devices, the layout assistant if you need to update any firmware. There's the thread network again for your thread devices, shop, home, users, and back to settings here for the app. So a nice app. There's a lot of features you can unlock in different configurations depending on your network and your communication and smart device setup that you want. So now let me share with you my final thoughts after installing and using our Nanoleaf Lines. These things are great. Really happy with them overall. They're brighter than I thought they'd be, and the light looks better than I thought it would be. The app's simple and straightforward. I think there's enough customization in there for most people to be happy with that app. And again, you can really sync it and control it with just about any smart device out there today. So I'm sure for certain users out there, you'll be able to run wild with what you want to do and set up with these lights. I'm more boring. Just give me Kaleidoscope and let it run in the background, and I'm happy. So overall, easier to install than I thought. They've held up better than I thought because, again, we put this on concrete, so I wasn't sure about that, but very strong adhesive. The lights look better than I thought they would. Very bright, diffused, rich, vibrant colors. The effects are great, and I'm just really pleased with it overall. I think the biggest thing here is for what would I want to see improved? Well, I'd like even more lines included so we can do more with it, and maybe even more inspiration. I just went with basically a very conservative pattern here with the triangles mirroring each other, but I'm sure for certain artistic people out there, you'll be able to run wild and configure this in a really cool way.